Welcome to another episode of Vision Angling. I say today I've brought myself back down to Sandbanks beach, trying for them early Plaice again, and yeah, I mean, we'll see what else we can get. I've had a couple of casts now. I was going to do the intro earlier on, but as you can probably see behind me, it's absolutely soaking wet. It's absolutely hammered down and been blowing a gale for about 2 hours. It's been absolutely horrible. I couldn't get the camera gear out or anything like that, so it's been pretty dire, but the sun's just popped out now, so yeah, we'll get another bait out there. Hopefully we can bring you back with a fish. Cheers. Right, well, like I say, the sun's been out now for about half an hour. Sea's flattened off, lovely and calm. It's yeah, it's quite nice out there now. It's deceiving because we had quite a blow earlier on and it looked like I was getting a bit of colour in the water, but I've just gone down there, had a little look, and it's still pretty clear. Yeah, so I've just chucked on a 3-hook clip down, put it in very, very close, probably only 30 to 40 yards off the edge of the groin here, and just let it sort of trot along a little bit. I had a bucket lead on there just so it would hold a little bit in the tide, and yeah, it did its job. Say, another lovely little place. So then you see the beautiful spots on it there. Real brightly coloured one. And I'm pretty sure the cast before this one, I was bringing it in, you could feel something on there all the way in, and I got snagged on something out there and lost everything. And it's the same snag I hit the other night when I was down here, myself and George. So there's probably a couple of my rigs now on that single snag. But yeah, I'm going to say it's quite a thin fish, this one. So I'll get a little picture and then we'll get it popped back. Cheers. Right, I just thought I'd let you have a little look at the rig that I've been using today. It's a 3-hook loop rig. So as you can see here, from your top, there, I'm running on an SRT spring. Small little bit of silicone tube in there, just to make sure it keeps away. Hangs out nice and straight. You might be able to notice there, I've been making them all of late with the breakaway adjustable crimps. And anyone that can't be bothered sort of faffing around with power gum or tying stop knots and that with mono, absolutely brilliant. Like I say, you can pull them down, you can adjust them. The good thing is, obviously, with that, if you snap off your hook, which both of them Plaice there I've just caught were right down. Fortunately, managed to get them out using the old fish hose unhooking method, and got my hooks back. But if I did snap them off, obviously anyone that knows, if you've built a clip down rig with crimps or, you know, any sort of strong stop knots, and they can be a pain to sort of try and readjust. So the good thing with them is, like I say, you can pull that down, re-clip your rig, and then pull it back up so it's tight again. So you've pretty much got a long time that you can use the rig. And if you're tying, you know, retying your snood lengths on and all of that lot, you don't have to be too accurate making your snood lengths. You can sort of just adjust them and tweak them to fit. But yeah, that's running down there to a cascade swivel, your top 2 hooks, and off the bottom it's got about 2.5 foot, 20 pounds amnesia. Again, a little bit of silicone tubing just to keep that away from the lead. And then that's running down onto a sort of simple, what you'd use for your Plaice fishing, green and black beads. What I've started doing is putting a couple of rubber stops there so my beads can move up and down, but the sequin and the bait will stop on there. Just that way I can give my bees a little bit of room to sort of move around and, you know, get a little bit more traction in the water. And yeah, I say, that's me rig. I'm using it on all of my traces at the minute. So yeah, we'll get this one baited up, get it back out, and see if we can find a few more. Right, well, as you probably saw there, just managed to get myself a nice little double shot of Plaice. And so I put that one out there about 50 to 60 yards. The tide's eased off now, like I say. I tend to prefer fishing down here on the sort of double top tides. And yeah, the wind's gone, the sun's out. Like I say, I had that little one earlier on. Unfortunately, lost another one, I reckon, in a snag. So I swapped over onto the braid. So of course, a double shot of the Plaice there, absolutely lovely bite. And my dad and Ian were stood down here as well, watching it. And yeah, cracking little scrap as they come in. And there's the results there. And say that one there on the right's a lovely fish. Nice bit of size to it. Yeah. Great fun. I'm going to get these ones taken off and get a couple of still pictures, and then we'll carry on and try and get a few more. Catch you in a bit. Well, tide's just starting to slow down on quite a lot, so I've opted to go onto an up and over rig. And so generally you'll find that once it starts to slow down, you can get your rigs a lot longer, and sort of try and let your stud length find the tide and hopefully find you a couple of fish. But yeah, I've been persevering with the free hook clip downs. I've had another couple of bites, but nothing's come of it. And you might be able to see from behind me here, I'd say that way, lovely blue sky, that way. It's coming back. It's just started raining now, so fingers crossed it's not about for too long. But the up and over rig that I've got on here, I've got a 60-pound rig body, and that's running about 4.5 foot. That's running down onto a 20-pound amnesia snud. Like I was saying, I've got that just over 8 feet. And I say that's, you see there, baited that up there, single rag and a nice sliver of squid. And I say now obviously we're trying to find the tide, so hopefully we can get that out, get that moving, and pick us up one or two more. Well, unfortunately, that nice bite didn't develop into anything there. I left it biting for about 15-20 minutes, dropping me slack, but didn't come of anything, so it's one of them. But it was in quite close, so I mean, could have been a plaice, could have been a flounder. Definitely want a bass. Wasn't a didn't sort of move down tide like the bass normally do when you get them here, because there's a channel about 40 yards out. Generally you'll find when you get the bass, they sort of go straight into that channel and try and swim sort of up tide or down tide with the bait. So yeah, I mean, it's a shame, but it's been a relatively nice day. I say there's been quite a few anglers, to be fair, all the way down the beach, but I haven't seen any other fish come out. I know my dad and Ian that was with us, they didn't have any fish. There's a chap that come down earlier on, parked on the bit of beach next to me, probably lasted about 2 hours. He got here, set up, cast out, and then that rain that I got on the video, that rain come in. The poor chap sat there in a pair of joggies and a hoodie. Didn't have a shelter with him, so can't imagine that was very nice. But baits today, it's just been exactly the same as last time, pretty much. Just fishing with just ragworm. So you see there, that's all that we've been fishing with. Haven't used any lugworm, anything like that. And I've not been shy on the bait size. I've not been putting on like sort of one rag, nothing like that. Apart from the up and over rigs when I wanted the distance and put the single rag on with the squid to keep a real nice sort of streamlined bait. All the rest of them have been on the 3 clip downs, and I've been putting on sort of 3 to 4 large ragworm with a lot of tail, making sure that your cast, you know, you don't snatch your cast too hard, because otherwise you're just going to lose all the tails off the worms, and pointless putting on a big sort of ragworm bait with a lot of tail. So they've been going out, you know, 50 yards, 60 yards max, not been hitting them far, and every fish that I have had has been really deeply hooked, and you know, one of them still had the tails of the ragworm out of its gills. So you know, that sort of added movement and everything can give you the edge. But I've still got a little while of the tide to go, but I'm probably going to call it now, to be honest. We've had a good day, and just had a little look behind me, and it looks like there's more rain coming. So I've just whipped out my last 2 casts now. Put one about 15-20 yards out, not very far at all. I say the tide's just starting to pick up a little bit now. So I put it onto a plain lead, and I'm just going to let it sort of trot all the way along the front of my mark here, and then see if I can put up anything on that one. I've got the other one out again, about 50 to 60 yards. And yeah, we'll just see. But if I don't get any more, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, drop us a comment. Until next time, see you again. Bye bye.